This is Inside CSUSB, your #1 source for all things Cal State San Bernardino. The CSUSB Orchestra, made up of students and faculty members, experienced the musical adventure of a lifetime when they performed at the world-renowned Seoul Arts Center in South Korea. The trip was sponsored by the Shin Il Foundation. CSUSB President Tomas Morales led the delegation as they met with Korean officials from Seoul Cyber University. Music Department Associate Professor Lucy Lewis conducted the orchestra concert featuring a mix of classical works and folk songs from around the world. Lewis said she saw the concert as a vehicle to celebrate the partnership between the two universities and their respective music departments. As part of CSUSB's observance of National Hispanic Heritage Month, the university screened the documentary Singing Our Way to Freedom on the life of late Chicano musician and activist Ramon Chunky Sanchez. After the screening, education professor Enrique Murillo Jr. interviewed the documentary's producer and director, Paul Espinoza. Congresswoman Norma Torres visited the CSUSB Cybersecurity Center, meeting with students and faculty about their work, as well as meeting with President Morales as part of National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. About 250 students, faculty, staff, and administrators attended the inaugural first-generation student welcome reception. The event celebrated the first-generation community and supported students' transition to CSUSB. More than 80% of the university's student population and about 70,000 CSUSB alumni identify as first generation. Information and Technology Services hosted its annual Tech Fest, a 4-day event for students, faculty, and staff to learn about the university's technological services. About 1,500 elementary school children and their teachers from throughout the inland region visited CSUSB to learn about the state's Native American culture, history, and customs as part of the California Indian Cultural Awareness Conference. The conference culminated in the 20th Annual California Native American Day celebration in the university's meeting center. Nursing instructor Diane Vines of the Palm Desert campus was quoted in a story by KMIR, the NBC Palm Springs affiliate, on the PDC Nursing Department receiving a nearly $63,000 grant from the Caldwell Weiss Trust to strengthen street medicine efforts for the homeless in the Coachella Valley. The New York Times quoted criminal justice professor Brian Levin, director of the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism, for an article about Democratic presidential candidate Representative Tulsi Gabbard's apparent strategy of accusing her own party of rigging the election. Nearly 400 college and high school students and administrators attended the Student African American Brotherhood Western Regional Conference at CSUSB. The conference was designed to engage, develop, and train disadvantaged, underrepresented, and underserved young males of color into becoming productive and contributing citizens in society. The 2-day event featured guest speakers, panel sessions for educators and students. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the next edition of Inside CSUSB.